Statement of cash flows. Statement of cash flows. Disposal of planned assets. The company's loss of $3,000 should not be included in the operating activities sections of the statement of cash flows. Illustrations 13 to 17 shows that the $3,000 loss eliminated by adding $3,000 back to net income to arrive at net cash provided by operating activities. So the adjustment for loss on disposal of planned asset. So cash flows from operating activities, net income is $145,000. Adjustment to reconcile net income to net cash provided by operating activities. The depreciation expense for this is $9,000. So loss of disposal of planned assets is $3,000. So for the credit, we have $12,000. So overall, the net cash provided by operating activities is $157,000. If a gain on disposal occurs, the company deducts the gain from its net income in order to determine net cash provided by operating activities. In the case of either a gain or loss, companies report the actual amount of cash received from the sale as a source of cash in the investing activities sections of the statement of cash flows. Changes to non-cash current asset and current liability accounts. A final adjustment in reconciling net income to net cash provided by operating activities involves examining all changes in current asset and current liability accounts. The accrual accounting process records revenues in the period earned and expenses in the period incurred. For example, companies used accounts receivable to record amount owed to the company for sales that have been made but not which cash collections have not yet been received. They use the prepaid insurance account to reflect insurance that has been paid for, but which has yet expired and therefore has not been expensed. Similarly, the salaries and wage payable accounts reflect salaries and wage expense that has been incurred the company but has not been paid. As a result, we need to adjust net income for this accrual and repayments to determine net cash provided by operating activities. Thus, we must analyze the change in each current asset and current liability account to determine its impact on net and cash, net income and cash. So for the changes in non-cash current assets, the adjustments required for changes in non-cash current asset accounts are as follows. Deduct from net income increases in current asset accounts and add to net income decreases in current asset accounts to arrive at net cash provided by operating activities. We can observe these relationships by analyzing the accounts of computer services company. So, for the decrease in accounts receivable, computer services company accounts receivable decreased by $10,000 from $30,000 to $20,000 during the period. For the revenue, the accounts receivable account is in illustrations 13 to 8 shows that computer services company had $507,000 in sales revenue as reported on income statement, but it collected $517,000 in cash. So here are the illustrations 13 to 8, the analysis of accounts receivable. So for as of January 1, 2014, account receivable, we have the balance 30,000. Then the sales revenue, we have the 507,000. So as of December 31, 2014, balance is 20,000. So the receipt from customers, we have the 517,000. Why? It's because you need to total the 30,000 plus 507,000. It's equal to 537,000 minus 20,000. So the result is 517,000. That's why. So next we have the Preparing the statement of cash flows in direct method. To adjust net income to net cash provided by operating activities, the company adds to net income the decrease of $10,000 in accounts receivable. So for the illustration 13 to 19 na siya. When the accounts receivable balance increases, cash receipts are lower than the sales revenue earned under the accrual basis. Therefore, the company deducts from the net income the amount of increase in accounts receivable to arrive at net cash provided by operating activities. So, for the increase in inventory, computer services company inventory balance increased $5,000 from $10,000 to $15,000 during the period. The changes in the inventory accounts reflects the difference between the amount of inventory purchased and the amount sold. For computer services, this means that the cost of merchandise purchased exceeded the cost of goods sold by $5,000. As a result, cost of goods sold does not reflect $5,000 of cash payments made for merchandise. The company deducts from the net income this inventory increase of $5,000 during the period. To arrive at net cash provided by operating activities, we will explain that in illustrations 13 to 9. So, if inventory decreases, the company adds to net income the amount of the change to arrive at net cash provided by operating activities. So, increase in prepaid expenses. The computer services prepaid expenses increased during the period by $4,000. This means that cash paid for expenses is higher than the expenses reported on an accrual basis. In other words, the company has made cash payments in the current period, but will not charge expenses to income until future periods. As charges to the income statement, to adjust income to net cash provided by operating activities, the company deducts from net income the $4,000 increase in prepaid expenses. So for the illustrations of 13 to 19, the adjustment for changes in current asset accounts. Cash flows from operating activities, net income, we have $145,000. Then the adjustment to reconcile net cash provided by operating activities, the depreciation expense for this, we have $9,000. Then the loss of disposal of plants asset, we have $3,000. The decrease in accounts receivable, we have $10,000. Then the increase in inventory, we have negative $5,000. Then increase in prepaid expenses, we have negative $4,000. Then for the credit, we have the 13,000. So net cash provided by operating activities, we have the overall of $158,000. If you total the $145,000 plus $13,000, the result is $158,000, which is the credit that. So if prepaid expenses decreased, reported expenses are higher than the expenses paid. Therefore, the company adds to net income decrease in prepaid expenses to arrive at net cash provided by operating activities. So changes in current liabilities, the adjustment required for changes in current liability accounts are as follows. Add net income increase in current liability to arrive at net cash provided by operating activities. So next, the illustration 13 to 10, adjustment for changes in current liability. I will explain how did they get $172,000. So we have the cash flows from operating activities, net income $145,000. The adjustment to reconcile net income to net cash provided by operating activities. The depreciation expense, we have $9,000. Loss on disposal of plants assets, $3,000. Then the decrease in accounts receivable, $10,000. Then the increase in inventory, negative $5,000. Increase in prepaid expenses, $4,000, which is I've discussed this last that I've explained the solutions up there. So the increase in accounts payable $16,000. Decrease in income taxes payable is $2,000. Yes. Then the net cash provided by operating activities $172,000. Because if you total $145,000 plus $127,000 is equals to $172,000. So next, so let's move on to the illustrations 13 to 11. So adjustment required to convert net income to net cash provided by operating activities. This how you will add more about the non-cash charges, gain and losses, changes in current assets and current liabilities. So the adjustment requires to convert net income to net cash provided by operating activities. So for the non-cash charges, depreciation expense you need to add. The patent amortization expense you need to add. Depletions expense you need to add. Then the gains and losses, loss on disposal and plants assets, you need to add. Then gain on disposal of plants assets, you need to deduct. Changes in current assets and current liabilities, increase current asset account, deduct. Increase in current asset account, add. Increase in current liability, add. Then the decrease in current liability account, you need to deduct. So next we have the ethics insight. So ethics insights, cash flow isn't always what it seems. Some managers have taken that artificially increased cash flows from operating activities. They do this by moving negative amounts out of operating sections and into the investing or financing sections. For example, WorldCom Inc. disclosed that it had improperly capitalized expense. It had moved $3.8 billion of cash outflows from the cash operating activities sections of statement of cash flows to the investing activities section, thereby greatly enhancing cash provided by operating. Similarly, Dynegy Inc. restated its statement of cash flows because it had improperly included operating activities instead of financing activities and $300 million from natural gas trading. The restatement resulted in a drop of 37% in cash flow from operating activities. So this done for the next, we have the cash from operating activities. So let's solve this. John Puroplast reported net income of $73,000 from 2014. Included in the income statement were depreciation expense of $7,000 and a gain on disposal of plants asset of $2,500. Josh comparative balance sheet shows the following balances. As of December 31, 13, accounts receivable, we have 17,000. Then as of 12/31, 2014, we have the $21,000. So nidako siya. So for the accounts payable, as of 12/31/13, we have 6,000. Yung 12/31/14, igamay siya which is 2,200. So, solution for this, we have the cash flow from operating activities, net income, we have $73,000. And the depreciation expense, we have $7,000. Then the gain on disposal of plants assets, $2,500. Negative. Increase in accounts receivable, we have negative $4,000. Decrease in accounts payable, we have $3,800. Oh, and then the credit of this, we have the negative $3,300. So net cash provided by operating activities, we have the $69,700. So $73,000 minus $3,300, we have the $69,700. So for the illustration 13 to 12, we have the analysis of equipment. So the equipment, so I will solve this I will explain how they solve this problem. So, the balance of January 1, 2014, we have the 10,000. Then, the cost of equipment sold is 8,000. Oh, then, purchases of equipment, we have 25,000. As of December 31, 2014 balance, we have $27,000. So, if you add $10,000, 10,000 pesos, I think 25,000 is equals to 35,000. Then minus 35,000 minus 27,000, the result is 8,000. So the following entry shows the details of equipment sales transactions. For the debit, cash for 4,000, accumulated depreciations, we have equipment here then 1,000. Loss of disposal of plants assets 3,000. And then the credit is overall of 8,000. So for 4,000 plus 1,000 plus 3,000 is equals to 8,000. Oh, here is the A equals L plus SE. That's why they get D gate 8,000. So next, anatomy of fraud. For more than a decade, the top executives at the Italian dairy products Parmalat engaged in multiple frauds. The company overstated cash and other assets by more than 1 billion, while understanding liabilities by between 8,000 ay, 8 $8 and $12 billion dollars, much as fraud involved creating fictitious source and uses of cash. Some of these activities incorporated sophisticated financial transactions with subsidiaries created with the help of large international financial institutions. However, much of fraud employed very basic, sloppy forgery of documents. For example, when outside auditor requested confirmation of bank accounts, such as a fake $4.8 billion account and were cut and pasted from other documents. These were passed through a fax machine numerous times to make them look real, if difficult to read. Similarly, fixed-use bills were created in order to divert funds to other business owned by the Tanzi family, who controlled Parmalat. So that's why. So these are the steps on how you solve this. So I will explain here the how they get the solutions. So illustration 13 to 13 is statement of cash flow as of 2014 indirect method. So computer services company, statement of cash flow indirect method for the year ended December 31, 2014. So cash flows from operating activities, net income, we have $145,000. Then the depreciation expense, we have $9,000. Loss of disposal, $3,000. Increased inventory, decreased and accounts receivable $10,000, increase in inventory negative $5,000, increase in prepaid expenses $4,000, increase in accounts payable we have the $16,000, decrease in income taxes payable we have 2,000, then the credit for this is 27,000, so the overall $172,000 dollar 145 plus 27,000 is equals to $172,000. Cash flows from investing activities, purchase of building, we have negative $120,000. Then purchase of equipment, we have $25,000. So disposal of plant assets, we have 4,000. Net cash used by investing is negative $141,000. So lugi. So cash flows from illustration 13 to 13, cash flows from financing activities, issuance, common stock, Common stock, we have 20,000. Then the payment cash dividends, negative 29,000. So net cash used by financing activities, we have 9,000, negative $9,000. Net increased cash, we have 22,000. Cash and beginning of period, $33,000. Cash and end of period, we have $55,000. Then non-cash investing and financing activities, the issuance and bonds payable to purchase lands. The total amount to purchase a land is $110,000. So next we have the Reynolds Company. Corporative balance sheets December 31. So assets as of 2014 and 2013. Changes increased and decreased. Cash, we have $54,000. Then $37,000 in 2013. Then the increase for this is $17,000. Account receivable, $68,000 and $26,000. Then the increase is $42,000. Prepaid expenses, $4,000 and $6,000. And the decrease is $2,000. Then next we have the land, $75,000 and $70,000. Then the increase we have $5,000. Then buildings we have $200,000, then $200,000, and then nothing's increases, zero. That's why it's zeros. Accumulated depreciation buildings, negative 21,000, then negative $11,000. Then the increase is $10,000. Then sa equipment, $193,000, then $68,000. We have the increased. We have $125,000. Then the accumulated depreciations equipment, we have negative $28,000. Then 2013 is $10,000. Negative $10,000. The increase for this is $18,000. So the totals for 2014, we have $599,000. Then the 2013, the total is $386,000. That's why. So for the liabilities and stockholders' equity, account payable as of 2014 is $23,000. Then the 2013, we have $40,000. The accrued expenses payable, we have $10,000. Then zero. Then the increase is also $10,000 increases. Bonds payable, we have $140,000. Then $150,000. So the increases $10,000. No, the decreased for this, not just increased, it decreased $10,000. Common stock, we have $1 par. So $220,000 2014, $60,000 2013. So the increase for this is $160,000. Retained earnings 206, then $136,000. And the increase for this is $70,000. So the totals of 2014 is $599,000. Then for the 2013 is $386,000 as of liabilities, stockholders' equity. So Reynolds Company income statement for the year ended December 31, 2014. Sales revenue, so $890,000. The cost of goods sold is $165,000. Operating expenses is $221,000. Interest expense is $12,000. Loss on disposal of lands assets, we have that $2,000. And the credit for this is $700,000. That's why. Then for the next, income before income taxes, we have the credit $190,000. Then income taxes expense, we have $65,000. Then net income, we have $125,000. So for additional information, we have operating expenses include depreciation expenses of $33,000. Then the equipment with a cost of $41,000 and a book value of $36,000 was sold for $34,000 cashed. So land was sold at its book value for cashed. Interest expense of $12,000 was paid in cash. Equipment with a cost of $166,000 was purchased for cash. Bonds of $10,000 were redeemed at their face value for cash. So common stock is $1 par of $130,000 was issued per cash. Cash dividends of $55,000 were declared at paid in 2014. Common stock of $30,000 was issued in exchange for land. So here are the solutions for Reynolds Company's statement of cash flow and direct method for year ended December 31, 2014. Cash flow operating activities net income, we have $125,000. Then the adjustments to reconcile net income to net cash provided by operating activities. Depreciations expense, you have $33,000. Then the loss for disposal plant assets, we have $2,000. Then increase in account receivable, we have negative $42,000. Then the increase in inventory, $54,000. Then the decrease in prepaid expenses, we have $2,000. Then decrease in account payable, we have $17,000 negative. Increase in accrued expenses payable, $10,000. Then the credit for this is negative $66,000. So net cash provided by operating the total was $59,000. So next, for the cash flows from investing activities, sales of land, we have $25,000. Disposal of plants assets, we have $34,000. Purchase of equipment, we have negative $166,000. Net cash used by investing activities, we have negative $107,000. So cash flows from financing activities, redemption of bonds, we have negative $10,000. Sales for common stocks, $130,000. Payment for dividends, $55,000. Net cash provided by financing activities that they need to provide, $65,000. Net increase in cash, $17,000. Cash at beginning of period, $37,000. Cash at end of period, $54,000. And non-cash investing and financing activities, the issued common stock in exchange for land is $30,000. So next, we have the using cash flow to evaluate a company. Pre-cash flows. In the statement of cash flows can provide operating activities intended to indicate cash generating capability, company analysis had noted. However, the cash provided by operating activities fails to take into account that company must invest in a fixed, just maintain in current level of operations. Companies also must at least maintain dividends at current levels to satisfy investors. The measurement of free cash flow provide additional insight regarding companies' cash generating ability. Free cash flow describe the cash of remaining from operations after adjustment for capital expenditures and dividends. So that's why. So illustration 13 to 14, free cash flow comes first for the free cash flow, then equals cash provided by operating activities minus capital expenditure minus cash dividends. So, illustrations 13 to 15, the Microsoft cash flows and formations. Microsoft Corporation statement of cash flows, the partial is in 2009. We have the cash provided is $19,037. Then the additional to property equipment, we have negative $3,119. Purchases of investments, we have negative $36,850. Then the sales of investments, $19,806,000. Then the acquisitions of companies, we have negative $868. Then maturities of investments, we have $6,191,000. Other negative $930. Cash used by investing activities, we have negative $15,770. Cash paid by for dividends, we have negative 4,468 pesos. Dollars. So for the last per hour for my explanations, we have the Microsoft calculated micro free cash flow is calculated as shown in illustration. Illustrations 13 to 16. So cash provided by operating activities, we have the $19,037. Then less expenditure on property, plant, and equipment, we have $3,119. Dividends paid, $4,468. So the free cash flow for this is $11,450. So for the last one, solutions. So this is Chicago Corporation issued the following statement, cash flow for 2014. So Chicago Corporation's statement cash flow indirect method for the year ended December 31, 2014. So this is how been solved the cash flows from operating activities. Net income, we have $19,000. Then the adjustment to reconcile net income to net cash provided by operating activities. The depreciation expense, we have $8,100. Then loss on disposal of plants asset, we have $1,300. Decrease in accounts receivable, $6,900. Increase in inventory, negative $4,000. Decrease in accounts payable, $2,000. Then for the credit, for decrease in accounts payable, $10,300. Then for the net cash provided by operating activities is $29,300. The $19,000 plus $10,300 is equals to $29,300.